Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are having a look at your weekly energies coming in for you guys. This is for your week of April 29th through to May 5th of 2024, and we've got a little bit of a relief coming in here for us, you guys. So this is a little bit better, a little bit more calm energy, a little bit more down to earth than what we've been feeling so far. So this can be a welcome energy for our week for the most part. All right. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Always grateful for every single one of you. So we do have a pick a card reading or a choose your deck reading, however you want to phrase that for you this week. And this is an opportunity for you to connect with one of the decks, connect with the cards, and interact with your reading a little bit and see where you go, see what's highlighted for you guys. But before we get into that, the 29th of April, right at the beginning of your week, we've got Venus entering the sign of Taurus. Venus is the ruler of Taurus, and so Venus is coming home, very connected with the home sign, the home energy. Taurus, of course, is fixed earth energy, so sometimes stubborn like a rolling stone that has been sat there for a while, but Taurus is very much about practicality, very focused on your resources, your money, your food, things like that, right? The things that you need to live and to survive, right? Things connected to the earth and the material world. Venus does bring in an energy of creativity. It brings in the divine feminine energy, right? That yin energy of receiving. You might have some things that are starting to blossom for you, things that you've been working on. We've gone through a lot of changes. We've had a lot of things that have been initiated over the last little while, and some of them, for some of you, it's been a bumpy ride. For some of you, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm navigating these. Okay, I'm keeping my wits about me, right? Some of you have been observers on a lot of changes going on around you, right? So this can be a week where we feel a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more love in the air. But yes, Venus does have us focused on love and creation, the things we find beautiful, the things that give us pleasure. This is also a focus on our money, our finances, our investments, and our business opportunities here for you guys as well. You might be finding that you want to take some practical steps to, to really make some improvements in your life so you don't have to struggle. You could be looking to how to invest for your future, right? So you can enjoy life a little bit more, right? This does bring in a focus on the things that we find pleasurable, right? So some of you could be treating yourself to something this week also, right? You might be spending a little bit of money, but it's going to give you something you desire, or it's going to give you something that brings you happiness and joy, right? So it can be really positive expenditure that you may have this week. And again, it makes you feel pretty good. We do have Pluto going retrograde in the sign of Aquarius on May 2nd. So this is quite important because Pluto is being direct for quite some time. And the thing is that when Pluto is direct, we got a lot of forward momentum. We've got, a lot of changes, right? Pluto brings change. It also brings reflection on things. So this can be where, again, things may slow down a little bit. And some of you could be feeling like, oh, I was on a roll on something here. I was doing this, and now all of a sudden you've slowed down. But this can be, you can use this energy to your advantage, Venus in Taurus energy, to have a little bit of fun, to enjoy the present moment, enjoy and take stock of what changes that you've made or what's been happening, right? It's like where we can have an opportunity to absorb some information, right? So we get a little bit of a breathing room here for some of you, but when Pluto goes retrograde, we can also see the shadowy aspects of Pluto, which can sometimes be fears. It can be things that, it's like something can come out of the woodwork that's been, holding us back. So it can be an opportunity where we do, kind of get things out of shadow, right? So, but they can usually be some hard things to deal with, right? This can also be where maybe there's some changes coming in that we're not really all that happy about, where we don't want. But it's usually, all change is for our best and highest good, right? So just keep yourself grounded, make sure that you are focused in the present energy. In today, we need to stop and smell the roses every once in a while. Venus and Taurus will help you do that. Okay, and if there's anything that needs to be healed or dealt with, right, we do have some very practical, very generous, and very loving, kind energy to help you along your way. Be aware of people or situations, though, where you may be giving your power to. All right, Pluto does bring about your power. And when in retrograde, it's like could be you shrinking into a shell a little bit there. So just be aware of people or situations where they are taking your mojo or threatening to. So you could be in this energy a little bit more willing to allow that to happen. So just when we're aware of something, we have more opportunity and ability to change it. All right. You may also be feeling a little bit selfish at this time or self-indulgent. That's a little bit of a shadow side of Taurus and Venus energy, right? And, because Aquarian energy is about the people, about your community, about your surroundings. And the thing is that here in this energy, you might be retreating retrograde energy into yourself to focus on you, to focus on your own needs and wants and desires. You might be indulging in the things that give you pleasure, and you're not necessarily sharing in this energy, right? It's like, nope, I got to do something just for me. So you could be shifting a focus there for you in the next little while. Mars in Aries, sextile Pluto in Aquarius on the 3rd could give us a little bit of power struggles, but a sextile is usually a fairly pleasant, very flowy energy. So this can be where we learn to work together with other people, or this can be where, it's like, hey, you're trying to control me, or hey, I want to do something myself. So you could be just kind of taken aback a little bit of your power. It's like something tries to take it away and you're like, nah, no way, Jose. All right. So those are kind of some of the highlights for your week ahead. Of course, we're leading up to May 7th, which is a new moon in Taurus. So by the end of the week, we're only a couple of days away from that. So you could be really thinking about what you want to start fresh, what you want to start new. So this retrograde can really help you to do that. Right? When we have a retrograde, we rethink, we reorganize, we refresh, we renew, right? And we reassess things, all the words that come out of the woodwork there. Okay. So you might be a little bit lost in thought, all right, towards the end of the week. But let's get into your reading here, guys. Okay, we've got 3 decks out here for you guys to choose from. Deck number 1 over here is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, and we've got this lovely clear quartz on there for you. We have the Tarot of Curious Creatures right in the middle here as deck number 2. This one's a little bit weird, but that's okay. We like weird over here at the moon, and we've got a moonstone on that one. And then we have deck number 3 over here on the right, and this is the Rider-Waite deck here. Actually, I think it's Radiant Wise Spirit, I think is the one. And we've got a rose quartz on there. So you might be drawn to the number of the deck. You might be drawn to the back of the deck. You might be drawn to the crystal, but whatever speaks to you, get in touch with your intuition there for a minute, and you may find that you connect with more than one deck. And if that's the case, there's probably more than one highlighted message in there for you. But let's get right into it. We're going to start with deck number 1. All of your timestamps are in the description box and the comment section down below, so you can easily navigate through your reading. But have a great week, everyone. If you do enjoy your reading, give me that thumbs up there. Any interaction from you helps the algorithm, which means the video gets to more people. So thank you, guys. Deck number 1 is up first. Hello there, everybody. Let's get right into your reading. You've chosen deck number 1, which is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. So let's see what messages are coming in here for you. Messages for deck number 1, please. Thank you very much. First out, we've got the High Priestess front and center, so let your intuition guide you. We've got the 9 of Wands as well, and we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. There you go. You could be finding whatever it is you're looking for, getting the answers that you're looking for. We have the King of Cups at the back of the deck out here for you. So you could be focusing on love and romance. The King of Cups can certainly bring a little bit of love and romance if you're single looking for love. This can be where you're maybe facing some fears or letting your guard down a little bit, okay? And so this can be quite lovely. You might be practicing some self-love, self-care this week. The Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing energy, giving you that vibe to do that. You might actually be beautifying your home in some way, right? Venus energy that we've got going on brings beauty, and Taurus can be that in the home. So you could be doing some redecorating. You could be sprucing up your house, or maybe even doing some decluttering. If you're in the northern hemisphere, we're in spring, right? Perfect time for spring cleaning and rearranging and puttering around your house. But the King of Cups, yes, can bring love and romance, but it can also be bring in a very creative energy for you as well. There could also be a person who can help you out, might bring you some resources or some information that you might need. This can be a friend that you are connecting with this week, or that you're thinking about. Your intuition is very much on point with the High Priestess. If you are thinking about a friend, chances are they might be thinking about you too. So reach out and touch someone, give them a call or send them a text message, right? Whatever works for you there. But you could also have a new person coming into your life here as well. This can be a new love, potential new love, right? This can be, a potential new friend, or someone that you can create something with, right? Maybe something in regards to your business. But the Kings do bring about an energy of success and mastering things. So this can be a really wonderful vibe for your week. But we do have the High Priestess coming in here for you guys, and it's right front and center. So your intuition is trying to tell you something this week, or trying to guide you in a certain direction. And it may not necessarily feel, how should we say, it might not feel practical. It might not feel like something you would normally do. Your intuition may be trying to get you out of your comfort zone in some way, or really guiding you towards your next steps of creating something. Whatever it happens to be, it may defy logic, right? So when we try and apply a logical explanation to our intuition, it doesn't always work, right? Sometimes it does, because our intuition tells us something and then we're like, this is interesting. And then we explore what that might mean, right? But sometimes it's like way in left field, and we're like, that's a coincidence, right? So pay attention to your intuition. There could also be something here that there might be some sort of revelation for you this week as well. The High Priestess, keeper of secrets and mysteries. So there could be some sort of mystery that is revealed. Someone could, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck there, something hidden may be revealed. So someone could be giving you an apology. We do have the Nine of Wands, right, which does bring in kind of the wounded warrior energy here. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be something that is being healed in your home or with a relationship somewhere, right? So someone is also in this energy, could potentially be revealing some feelings to you, okay, or you are revealing something to the outside world, okay, maybe something that you've been kind of scared to do. You could have a creative project that you have been working on behind the scenes, and this can be where you're still doing something behind the scenes with the High Priestess. You're keeping it to yourself, you're not talking about it, or you are facing some fears, letting your guard down. Nine of Pentacles, or Nine of Wands, excuse me. You can have your guard up a little bit, right? And you could be revealing that to people, or putting something on display, right? Queen of Pentacles, if you're an artist, maybe you finished a piece of artwork, you're going to put it on the wall, right? That kind of thing can be there for you guys. But yes, the High Priestess, there could be a decision that you're making, okay, or there could be something that is going on behind the scenes, and you are needing to trust your intuition. Also trust your own wisdom. Okay, you could be gaining some wisdom and insights this week, but with that High Priestess energy, whatever decisions you're making, whatever path you're following, whatever you're changing, whatever you're doing, trust your inner guidance system, but also trust that you have the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience to make the right choice for you. Because in the Nine of Wands energy, this is where, we are completing something. Okay, something that we've been battling through. We feel as though like, oh my goodness, I finally got to the finish line, but I'm tired, I'm drained, I'm worn out, hence the Queen of Pentacles energy, bringing in some nurturing. All right, so this could be a week for you where you are really busy, where you've got a lot of things on the go. By the time you get to the end of the week, probably by the middle of the week, you're like, man, oh man, is this week over yet? Right? Because you're like, I'm kind of tired, I need a nap. So you could be really looking forward to the weekend when you have some time to just putter around your house, plant a garden, do something creative or do something fun or do something nice for yourself, right? Because it is a little bit of energy drain with that Nine of Wands. But this is about a completion of something here as well. And you're pushing through all the way to that finish line. Okay, so you're getting things done this week. But Nine of Wands also is where we do put our guard up sometimes a little bit, right? Because it's like, whoa, I'm not sure about this. I'm feeling a little bit guarded or caged in some way. And so this is where we do need to look at the boundaries that we put up in place, or we need to look at the walls that we built and figure out why, right? And this can be where we do that because there could be some wounds that come to the surface. They could be healed this week, or you are recognizing, again, what has been holding you back or causing you a little bit of grief. But the Queen of Pentacles does bring in a wonderful, warm, nurturing energy. It's also earth energy. So we are in Taurus season. So this can be where something could actually come to fruition for you. You could be finding what it is you want. You could be finding the resources, the tools that you need. You could be coming into a little bit of money, right? Maybe you got something that kind of is a little bit rewarding or pays off for you. Something probably that you've been working hard to achieve there, right? Could give you a little bit of increase in pay in some way. It might be a little small amount, right? Something where you can maybe go and buy yourself something nice. But it could be also something kind of, ooh, yeah, all my hard work has really paid off for me and I'm feeling really good. But the Queen of Pentacles is a very down to earth, a very calm, a very nurturing energy, nurturing your goals and dreams, nurturing yourself, nurturing your home, your family, the people that are around you. Very down to earth, very grounded energy, very calm, but very abundant energy here as well. So that's a very nice energy going into the weekend. Oh, there we go. We have the Tower coming in here for you guys. All right. Now, before you freak out seeing the Tower, okay, this is in your blessings position. So this can be where you're shaking things up a little bit this week. You could get some information. Something is revealed to you. The Tower is where we get a revelation, a sudden shocking surprise, or we feel a big shift of energy. Can things crumble in the Tower energy? Can things, dissipate or leave your situation? Some shocking turn of events for you? Yes, they can. But with this Tower in your blessings position, you are either dealing with the aftermath of some sudden events and changes that have been going on around you. And so this is where you're kind of clearing the air and getting back on track this week, right? We've got a little bit of healing energy coming in, or there could be something coming in for you. But the Tower is always for your best and highest good. And in your blessings position, this is like a clearing of the path, a clearing of the air. You could be at some deeper understanding and realization about something here in this energy as well. An epiphany moment, if you will. The Tower feels like everything is shifting, everything is changing, nothing's going to be the same. But when the dust settles and the clouds dissipate, we feel lighter and brighter. We're making space, we're making room for something better to come in, or some positive turn of events. But we've got to let bygones be bygones. Or, the Nine of Wands, if we've got our guard up a little bit, right? Maybe there's, we've had some challenges in a relationship, a friendship, a romantic partnership, a business partnership, and maybe someone's waving the red flag or waving the white flag, right, saying I'm sorry. And those apologies really only really only work well if we are willing to let things go, right? If we're willing to really let bygones be bygones. So there could be some forgiveness here that is coming in here for you as well. And it's like, let's wipe the slate clean. Let's have a fresh start and let's move forward. All right. But there could be some shakeups this week for you guys, okay? And this is something that's necessary. The Tower comes in when there's stagnant energy and there's something that needs to be shaken up, whether it's something internally in our mind or whether it is something externally with a person, whatever it is, right? There's something been a little bit stuck. So this is bringing us in a little bit of sudden change there. Okay, bringing us in that destruction of the old ways, right? And bringing us some new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new ways in our inner world, our external world, right? But in your blessings, this benefits you in some way, right? And we can have positive towers, right? They don't have to be negative, right? But the thing is, things are shaking up in such a way that things are never going to be the same again. So whether we get some information, whether we get clarity on something, whether we meet somebody, right? Whether something is shaking up in our workplace and, but it's necessary. It's been a big buildup of energy, right? And this is that explosion that happens, right? But it clears the air and it clears the path and it really helps us move forward. So the Tower is always for your best and highest good, although it's usually very uncomfortable when it comes in. This is also about getting you out of your comfort zone as well. So especially here, we can't ignore the King of Cups at the back of the deck, right? So something to do with love or something that you want to create here, right? It's time for you to get out of your comfort zone, open your heart, and take the next step forward. The Knight of Pentacles is your advice from Spirit, okay? So pay attention to the details and it's time to slow things down. The Knight of Pentacles is still a forward-moving energy, but is very slow. Very not stagnant though, okay? Feels like it's stagnant sometimes if it takes forever to do something, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the entire tarot, but sometimes we have to slow things down a little bit. So this is part of the message from Spirit. Take your time, whatever it is you're doing, take your time. Your patience, your due diligence, your attention to detail is going to be rewarded. Keep your eyes and ears open because you could have some doors of opportunity that are opening up. This can be something that you want to buy that you've had your heart set on. This can be opening the doors for more money and prosperity in your life. There could be something moving you forward, okay, where maybe you've been feeling a little bit stuck. Yes, the Knight of Pentacles can say that there are some details that we need to really pay attention to, that we need to enjoy our present, right? Enjoy our present moment. The Queen of Pentacles will help you do that as well. But also there could be something here that can actually elevate your situation in a very positive way and help you move forward. If someone gives you an invitation, take it. Right? The Knight of Pentacles can quite often bring in an invitation, an offer, an opportunity, something wonderful, whether it's something where we want to buy something or something where we want to invite something in. And Spirit says here in this energy, say yes. Not everything we say yes to is destined to go the distance and be successful, but you never know. If you don't try, you miss 100% of chances that you never take. Right? So keep that in mind with that energy there, okay? So could be something really quite interesting shifting around for you guys this week. So let's get one more card out here for you. We're going to get an Oracle of the Mystical Moments. Woo! Thank you very much. And we have this one coming out of the deck for you guys. And I love that this has come out. This is card number 48, the Butterfly Garden. Now, of course, butterflies are representative of change and transformation and growth and beauty, right? Butterflies also live in your garden. So Queen of Pentacles, this can be a cue for you to plant some plants that attract butterflies, some flowers that attract butterflies or hummingbirds, things like that, that can help your garden grow or just give you something really wonderful to look at. But this also does speak to your personal growth and transformation, okay, and maybe even a little bit of magic in the air. This can be spiritual growth, emotional growth, whatever it happens to be. The butterflies, they do go through from a caterpillar to a butterfly, they go through this metamorphosis, right? And it's not an easy process, is it? It's filled with gross things and gooey things and pain and uncomfortable things, but we emerge out the other side. right? So this could be a really big message for some of you here to spread your wings and fly. Again, like we already said, to get out of your comfort zone or to beautify your environment in some way, or just trust that things are blossoming around you for you in the most wonderful of ways. Butterfly Garden is card number 48. Fours bring about stability and security, especially in home family. And 8 is about being flexible, adaptable, but also has to do with abundance and manifestation. So things are blossoming for you. This is a time of growth for you, and allow things to happen. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, give me that thumbs up on this video. I truly appreciate that. It lets me know you resonate with the reading, but it lets YouTube know the same thing. So it makes the algorithm happy, and that helps out my channel. So I thank you very much for that. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we're going to move on now to deck number 2. And hello, those of you who chose deck number 2. We're working with the Tarot of the Curious Creatures today. This one's a little bit weird, but it's really colorful and really kind of interesting to look at. So let's see what messages are coming out for you guys for your week ahead. Thank you very much. And we have here to start out with, we've got the 2 of Wands. The coast is clear there, folks. We have the 10 of Swords coming in there for you as well. And we also have the 7 of Cups. All right, so there's something that you want and you're trying to make some sort of decision this week. All right, we've got the 7 of Wands at the back of the deck. All right, now the 7 of Wands can be where you turn around and you face something head on. You draw the line in the sand. Maybe you put up or reestablish some boundaries, but you are in a position of strength, a position of power. You are confident, okay, and dealing with the issues, whatever it is you need to deal with. But this can also be an energy where you're not going to let anything get you down or keep you stuck. All right, the 7 of Wands is where we are feeling like we might need to stand up for ourselves or protect ourselves in some way, but it's also an energy of advocating for other people. So there could be something that sparks kind of a mama bear or papa bear kind of energy within you this week. You could be coming into the week that way. Okay, there's something that you're resolving, but this can also be something that crops up. But trust that you have the clarity, the conviction, and the strength to do what you need to do to stand up in a way that you need to stand up, and maybe even invoke some change. We have the 2 of Wands coming out the first of the week here for you guys. So this is where we've got an idea. We know what we want. We're just trying to decide what our next steps are. Where do I go from here? What is my next move, right? So if you're, playing a game of chess, you're assessing a situation before you make a move. So the 2 of Wands does show, however, that the path forward is clear for you. And so part of this 7 of Wands energy is like, nope, I'm looking ahead. I'm making plans for the week. I've got a to-do list, and I am not going to let anything stand in my way. I've got to stay on track. You could be making some plans for the future as well, but whatever it is, all clear ahead for you. But you're looking for some answers, I feel, and I feel that you are probably going to get them. Okay, if you're looking for, kind of that clarity or insight. And you could be making some travel plans in this energy, or again, trying to make a really important decision. So you might be faced with a little bit of a conundrum this week. We do have the 10 of Swords right in the middle of your week, and we've got the 7 of Cups coming in as well. So the 10 of Swords, there could be something that is coming to an end, okay? Now, this is the Swords energy, so it's all about your mind, all about your thoughts, your communication, okay? So you could be having a very difficult conversation with somebody. You could be discovering some challenging information, right? The 10 of Swords can be connected with that 7 of Wands at the back of the deck. It's like there's pain and grief and struggle. It's a difficult card, is the 10 of Swords, right? But it's like, I need to put an end to something, or I need to make a final decision, or maybe there's a final decision made for you, right? Because this can feel like things are coming at you from all directions. This can feel like, communication is at a impasse here. It can feel like, that a situation is ending or needs to come to an end. So you might be really looking out into the future and knowing that something needs to change and being really hopeful that there's something better. When we have the Ten of Swords, it's always darkest just before the dawn, right? And tens are an ending, a final ending with the Ten of Swords, and then something better on the horizon. So this can be where you're really having a very important discussion, dealing with an issue, as much grief or annoyance as it might give you, and you're making progress to get a resolution or find something better. Some of you are looking to make some changes in your relationship. You're hoping for a positive outcome with an important conversation, or you're just looking at life in general, right? So something may not necessarily go your way in the middle of the week with that Ten of Swords, a little bit of a hiccup, a bump in the road. But I feel like with the Seven of Wands really carrying you through for your week, I feel like here you're going to just deal with whatever issues come your way and keep on going, right? It's like, oh, that didn't work. Well, that's causing me quite a bit of grief because I spent a million hours doing that thing. Now I got to throw it all away and start over, right? Sometimes that's what things feel like. So it can be a little bit of a challenge there for you. And don't forget, right about the middle of your week and towards what day is the 2nd? Whatever day is May 2nd, that's when Pluto goes retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. So this can be where that Seven of Swords is popping up. You could just be getting some realization of things that are just not healthy and not going your way. And sometimes doing something differently, starting something new is sometimes the hardest thing of all, right? So, but I think that you're going to be dealing with things. But we do have the Seven of Cups coming in here for you as well. Now, the Seven of Cups can be where we're using our imagination. Okay, you're thinking about something new, or you're thinking about a project that you want to take on, right? The Seven of Cups, we're fantasizing about something, we're thinking about something, right? And it's like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I do this. I wonder where this would take me. I wonder, how I can make this dream work, right? Because the Seven of Cups is connected with our imagination, our dreams, our fantasies. So how do I make those come true? Quite often we need to, make some changes, right? Get out of our comfort zone a little bit even. But I do feel part of the energy in this coming through is, instead of overthinking, overanalyzing, or living in a fantasy world, I feel like here with the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands, I feel like you're going to get out of your head into your heart, and you're going to be figuring out, how can I turn this fantasy into reality? What practical steps do I need to take? Where do I need to take some action so that I can follow my goal and my dreams? So this can be a little bit of a transformative week for you, where you're figuring out how to get something done. The Seven of Cups is an energy as well of procrastination. We got a lot of options, a lot of possibilities, the ways things can turn out, right? And sometimes what happens in the Seven of Cups, we overthink and we overanalyze things, and then we start to, kind of sometimes think the worst. Well, what if I choose this opportunity? What if this goes to the dogs, right? Dog on that card, right? What if this goes to the dogs? But what happens if I choose this? So sometimes what happens in this energy, we're looking at all of these options, all these opportunities, right? And we're like, what if I fail? What if something doesn't work out? What if, right? And it's like filled with what ifs, 10 of Swords, right? What if, what if, what if, what if? And sometimes in that we go down a little bit of rabbit hole of negativity, or we get wrapped up in fear and we don't take a chance. We don't take a step forward, right? We don't put our dreams, our plans in motion. And the thing is, with this Taurus energy that we've got coming in, we are coming into a new moon in just a couple of days after the end of the week, on the 7th to be exact, right? And this can be where you are dreaming about making a change. Something's not going your way, or something causing you a little bit of challenge, right? Or a lot of challenge with the Ten of Swords. And you're like, how do I make something better, right? Do I need to start something new? Can I resolve something here? So you might be just feeling a little bit confused, a little bit procrastination. Yes, like we already said, can come in there as well. But when we get the Seven of Cups out of your head into your heart, follow your heart, right? You need to trust that you can make the right decisions, the right choices for yourself. We can only make the choices today based on the information that we have today. The information, the knowledge, the experiences that we've had today that bring us to where we are today, right? Today is the active energy. What we do or don't do today dictates our tomorrow. We can't predict the future. We can to a certain degree, provided nothing changes, right? And yes, that's coming from me who, in some circles, I will class myself as a bit of a fortune teller, right? It's part of my thing, right? But I will always tell someone that the future is never written in stone. The future is forever in motion, and forever evolving. If nothing changes, we can look at the energy that's here today and figure out what could potentially be tomorrow, right? But we're activating the energy today. It's up to you to do something with it. So in this energy, it's like, follow your heart. Do what feels right to you. You might need to get out of your comfort zone or make some difficult decisions. You may even need to leave something behind to follow a goal or a dream. So really figure out what that looks like for you, right? And how do you want to navigate something? But I do feel here as well that, we have got the Two of Wands. Your options are open, right? The road before you is open, okay? And with the Seven of Cups, right? Make a choice. Make a choice and run with it, because you have an ability here to use your imagination and your creative energy to do something interesting. We have the Hanged Man coming in here as your blessings. Thank goodness, because we're a little bit ups and down. Okay, the Hanged Man is a wonderful blessing for you. And this is that slower energy where you take a step back, you look at the big picture, you look at the potential of things, you put things in perspective. When we get the Hanged Man, and what happens? Epiphany, clarity, insight, right? This is where you figure things out. So by taking a step back, you can propel yourself forward. Sometimes we need to do that. We need to take one step back and then two steps forward, right? Sometimes we take two steps back and take one step forward, right? And it feels like, whoa, I'm going backwards, but you're not. The Hanged Man is here as a very helpful energy to open you up, get you in the flow, help you let go of anything that's creating those blocks in your world, helping you let go of things that are keeping you a little bit stuck or stuck up in your head, right? With that energy. So that Hanged Man taking a step back is what can help you move forward in a better direction. Whatever that looks, it might be something small in your week, right? This is not huge energy coming in here. This is everyday, day-to-day energy, but the Hanged Man is a bigger energy. So this is really going to help you on your journey, your ability to open up, your ability to see the possibilities or the potential, or your ability here to look at things from someone else's perspective, from that big picture angle. And the Seven of Wands up here, remember, you could be advocating for yourself or other people, right? In this, it's like you see the possibilities, you know that something can change or be resolved, but you might need to be the one that does that steps up to the plate. Because when we're in Hanged Man energy, we can see how things could possibly be. And this is your blessing this week. So yes, you could be getting the clarity that you need. Okay, you could also be stepping into the flow, right? We're releasing things. Imagine if you were hanging upside down on this tree branch and you had some coins in your pocket, but these coins have been annoying you for 4 days because for some reason you haven't changed your pants in 4 days, right? And then all of a sudden you flip things upside down, all these annoying things fall out of your pocket that you've been holding on to, and you're like, I feel better. So you could be breathing a sigh of relief. We have the Ace of Pentacles there, and there's your advice from Spirit. Lovely, right? Well, what did we say about the Ten of Swords? Endings lead to new beginnings. What is difficult, what's painful, what's challenging, there's a better way on the horizon. There's new beginnings. The Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy. We're in Taurus energy, Venus in Taurus, okay? new jobs, new opportunities, follow your goals, your dreams, improve your situation, and maybe get rewards for that. Okay, lots of fresh new energy that's in the air and opening up for you. The Ace of Pentacles, you could be, if you ask, you may receive, right? But this is all about this fresh perspective, this new energy. The aces do bring in some luck. They bring in some good fortune for us. And the aces also bring that new energy, right? So this is great. The Ace of Pentacles, especially lucky, okay, especially in regards to your money, your resources, the things that you can touch and feel, right? This can bring in a windfall for you. It can bring in a new opportunity for you. But again, you could just be heading out in an interesting journey and making those decisions. So advice from Spirit here is saying, what new can you do? What new ways can you resolve things? What new perspectives do you need to see something from, right? There's something here where you've got this fresh energy that you need to embrace, right? And this helps you every single step of the way. What is old can also be new again. So you can revive some things here as well. All right. But this can speak to investing in something, invest in your future, invest in yourself, right? This can also represent that you're open up to new knowledge and information. The Pentacles can represent knowledge, wisdom, and information that we have as well. And this is what that Hangman brings in also. So some very, very interesting energy coming in there for you guys. So whatever your situation is, connect with the earth and get yourself grounded in some way, okay? Because you might have your head in the clouds, Seven of Cups, a little bit. And, you know, when we are grounded in our energy, we feel a little better, right? We feel like, okay, I've got both feet on the ground. I might have my head in the clouds. I'm dreaming about something, but I'm ready to take a step forward, right? We can't take a step forward if we're floating around in the sky. So anyway, let's get another card out here for you guys. And we have Deal with the Dirt. We've got the Eastern Oyster coming in here for you guys. Time to scrub and cleanse away anything that you don't want, the little bit of nitty-gritty stuff that we deal with in our day-to-day. And what do we say with this energy, right? For the majority of you, it's day-to-day energy, stuff that we need to deal with, stuff that we need to discuss. Sometimes we need to talk about. Sometimes we need to, you know, just deal with the little details. And that's what this energy is, those little grains of sand, right? You know, like if you were to scrub an oyster, right? Imagine if you didn't clear the sand out of it. Ugh, right? You get all nitty gritty stuff in there. And I'm not an oyster person, but clams, clam chowder soup, you got to wash your clams, right? So deal with the dirt. Don't be afraid to get dirty. Don't be afraid to, clean things out. Get things out in the open so that you can cleanse and purge, right? Hangman, so you can let them go, right? So the Eastern Oyster is also about getting things open. Get things out in the open, clear them off, clean them away, and then enjoy your rewards. All right. The oyster energy here can also, just on a different level, be saying to you that you may want to, Ace of Pentacles, do something nice for yourself this week. Venus entering Taurus. We've got to do something nice for ourselves in some level, whether we plant something in our garden, whether it's flowers or something we can eat, or whether it's treating ourselves to something a little bit luxurious, right? Something that brings us those sensual pleasures in our life. So you're at the grocery store, shopping. Maybe you do treat yourself to some oysters, more power to you, or maybe you buy yourself that nice cut of steak that normally you don't because it just breaks the budget just a little bit. Buy yourself that chocolate bar that makes you feel good, right? The Ace of Pentacles can say, open up the purse strings, buy yourself something that makes you feel good because this can help shift your energy, right? And something real. So, treat yourself to something that feels a little bit indulgent. All right. You probably feel really good about that. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Oh dear, that scared me. But I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. And hello to those of you who chose deck number 3. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out here for you guys. Messages for deck number 3, please. Thank you. And we have the Ten of Pentacles right out of the gate. Well, would you look at that? That's a very nice, bright and shiny energy there for you. We've got the Six of Cups. Very nice energy. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, some of you could have something being brought to you this week. This can be something really exciting and something that you always wanted or something that you wished for. We have the Nine of Cups at the back of the deck. You could be having a really pleasant surprise this week. Okay, or you're just really know that some of your wishes and your goals and your dreams are coming to fruition. The Nine of Cups is about getting what you want. It's about having your wishes fulfilled. It's about feeling happy and feeling content. And so this can be where, this is part of the vibe that you're carrying with you. You could have a surprise. You could be getting gifts this week. You could be talking about the future and, kind of be feeling really good about where you're headed. Whatever it is, super positive card for you guys. Okay, so we love that. And in actual fact, all of these are super positive for you so far. So the Ten of Pentacles coming in here right at the beginning of your week. You could be really focused on home and family this week with this one. The Ten of Pentacles is one of having everything that you need, right? And maybe even getting everything that you want, right? Or feeling that the chips are falling into place exactly where you want them to be. This is abundance and success and stability and security for the long term. This is happy home, happy family, happy career, happy bank account, right? So happy family relations here as well. So something could be handed to you this week. You could be receiving something, whether it's news or whether it's something like in your pocket or something you can put to the bank, because the Ten of Pentacles, it can be a card of inheritance. Now, we can inherit a lot of things. We can inherit money. We can inherit real estate, but we can also inherit wisdom, talent, right? You could have visitors to your home this week as well in this energy. So things are coming in for you guys, right? So we like that. It's really positive. It's really wonderful. You could be spending some time with your family this week, and that might be your goal. But some success you may feel this week also. So very high vibe week for you guys. Pretty good. We've got the Six of Cups coming in here. Now, the Six of Cups at its core is a very sweet energy. It's one connected with children or your inner child. It is one where someone may give you something, right? And in this card, right, we've got the boy giving flowers to the girl, and she's receiving them with grace and gratitude. So in this energy, someone could be giving you a sweet gesture. They could be helping you, giving you some advice, maybe offering to babysit your children, okay? Or you could have something going on. Maybe you're just having some fun with your children here as well, right? So whether you get a gift from somebody or whether you're spending time with your children or feeding that inner child, okay, it's a very pleasant energy. The Six of Cups is dealing with today, the present energy, and it's a reminder to embrace today, to enjoy the moment, enjoy where you're at. And stop and smell the roses, right? We sometimes forget that. We always have goals, we always have ambitions, we always have things that we need to do, we have busy schedules and all this kind of stuff. And when is the last time you stopped to take pleasure and to look at everything that you've built? Maybe you don't have everything you want. Maybe you're not everywhere where you want to be. But celebrate the milestones and enjoy the sweeter things in life. Enjoy the simplistic things in life, right? This is an energy where we can also be reminded to be grateful for everything that we have. It's scientifically proven, if not spiritually proven, that spending just 5 minutes a day in gratitude triggers our pleasure centers in our brain. And we shift our energy around that way, right? So, maybe you've got, big wishes and goals for riches and fame and fortune or whatever, but it's the little things that actually really add up to those big things. The Six of Cups can also represent, especially with the Ten of Cups here, maybe some of you, we've got the Knight of Wands, right, which can represent movement. This can be where you may bump into someone that you used to know, maybe someone from your own old hometown. Maybe, you might have a visitor coming into your home, so maybe like an old friend, something like that, right? So whether someone is coming in that you bump into or someone comes in that you invite, you might have visitors or house guests staying in your home. But again, it's like I'm getting a little bit, for some of you, like a little bit of hometown kind of vibe, or, family home kind of thing. So maybe you've got a gathering around in your house this week. You might be looking around going, where'd all these people come from? Right? All of a sudden, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Especially if you've, having like a family reunion or something like that. You're like, oh man, I wish I didn't do that in my house. So you might be looking for someone else's house to have that in. You could be traveling this week as well, or making some travel plans. All right. Home, family, children, the things that make you happy, all these things front and center this week. But yes, you could have a rekindling of something with that Six of Cups, bumping into someone from the past. You could have a second opportunity for something here as well, maybe a second opportunity with a career, something that's in alignment with your goals, all right, can come in. But we do have the Knight of Wands, so this can be where you are revisiting something. He is going backwards, right? And he's forward facing, but he's facing this direction, and he's facing that Six of Cups. So this can be where you're revisiting a goal, a dream, where you are traveling to revisit somewhere that you've been before, bumping into old friends, all that kind of thing. You might also be looking to the past for some new sources of inspiration, as odd as that might sound. But sometimes we remember the things that we forgot, right? So you could have some memories coming up. The Six of Cups can be about memories of the past. Be aware of those rose-colored glasses, okay? But with the Knight of Wands, we can kind of be looking at something from our history, whether it's our, near history or far. And if we've been feeling uninspired or we've been feeling a little bit lackluster, sometimes we can look back to rekindle some sort of inspiration or passion project, because the Knight of Wands can be very creative. But the Knight of Wands also brings in some exciting energy. So this can be some exciting projects you've got on the go. This can be something exciting happening in your home or with your children. Someone could be bringing you something that brings a little bit of excitement to the mix. And this can be about, kind of really seizing the moment, seizing the opportunity. You could be getting some really good news, and it's brought to you with that Knight of Wands. You're not chasing it, right? So this is something incoming that can be really positive for you. Some really good excitement all around. The Knights are always successful, and the Knight of Wands especially always, gets to the finish line in a positive way. Some excitement there, but there is a little passion and excitement somewhere in there, and it could be a person that you are connecting with this week. All right. But so some very interesting energy that's coming in there for you. We have the Two of Pentacles coming in here as the blessings headed your way. Now, the Two of Pentacles can be a little bit of a juggling act. This can be where we've got a lot on the go. We're trying to juggle our time, our resources, okay, all of these things. And the blessing for you is that by being flexible and adaptable, and you can get everything done that you need to get done. Even though things are a little bit off kilter, right, you can figure out how to make everything work. You got a little bit of magical skills in there for you guys. If you're trying to make a decision, the Two of Pentacles can be where you're weighing up your options, trying to make a decision. The blessing is making the right decision for you. This is also a blessing of an open mind, because the Two of Pentacles, we're flexible, we're adaptable, we're going with the flow, right? And this is like, oh, okay, well, we invited 4 people over for dinner, and oh, great, everyone's bringing a friend, wonderful. Now we're at 8. Okay, sure, no problem, I'll roll with the punches, right? So this is not an energy of resisting. It's one of being in the flow of things, and sometimes things get a little bit out of whack, but you can deal with them in this energy. You can also make the right decisions for yourself. Some of you may have a couple of decisions to make in the course of your week. but you are in the flow, right? And if we look at the ships on the background, right, we've got this flowy water energy, and these ships, they're not crashing into the waves, they are riding the waves. So that is part of your blessing this week, to ride the wave, right? Just dealing with things as they crop up. Your advice from Spirit, the 10 of Swords. Ouch. Okay. This can be really an indicator for you as an advice card to look at the positive. Okay. To recognize that, maybe you're at the end of a cycle, because all of this is such high vibe energy. So perhaps you've been in an energy, whether it's a small thing or whether it's a big thing, right? Where you've maybe been feeling negative, or maybe been feeling that you've been in a challenging cycle or a challenging time, or you've been feeling a little bit negative, right? Because the 10 of Swords is preceded by the 8 and the 9 of Swords, right? Not the happiest energies. Okay. And it always feels sometimes like we're weighed down, or we're bogged down, or we've been through some difficulties, or we've been feeling anxious or stressed and all that kind of stuff. And this shows to you here that your advice from Spirit is to look at the bright side, to look at the positive, to know that there is a better tomorrow. Okay. Know that this is perhaps a changing point for you, and something in your life where the difficulties are dissipating and there's something fresher, lighter, and brighter coming in there for you, right? But this is a reminder that no matter what life throws at you, 2 of Pentacles this week, no matter what balls that life tosses your way, you can juggle them. Okay, no problem. Focus on the positive, focus on the solutions, and you will move forward. You might need to find new ways of doing things, but you can do it. Okay, there's a light at the end of that tunnel. All right. But if you have something coming in here for you this week, something that you want, you might also need to turn something down. And again, we do have the 2 of Pentacles, which can be about juggling your options, making a decision. So for some of you here, you could have a couple of different opportunities lining up for you. Okay. And you might need to discard one of them, right? It's like one outweighs the other, and we got to say no to something. So you may need to say no to something this week, and trust that no is a complete sentence. Okay. Sometimes we have great difficulties saying no, right? And, so you might need to put your foot down. So, if you're having that family gathering or something, you started out with 4 people, and now, oh my goodness, now I've got 8, but you've got absolutely no more room at the table. Someone wants to bring someone else, and you're like, I can't do it. I don't have room, right? I don't even have enough cutlery, all this kind of stuff, right? So you could just be saying no to something this week. Let's grab you one more card here, and we've got the key into wisdom, and we've got the owl coming in here for you guys. All right. So yes, there might be some information or knowledge that's coming in. You could be having a very interesting conversation with someone. And remember, the 10 of Pentacles is where we can inherit something, and we can inherit wisdom and advice and information, right? So there could be someone that brings you something that you need, maybe something that helps you make a difficult decision, right? So ultimately, though, tap into your inner wisdom. You know how to do things. You know what the answers are. Your intuition is very much heightened for you this week. The owl does bring in that wise energy. It brings in one of having an open mind as well, but it also is one of seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Owls are great hunters, great little weird creatures, right? But they can soar to new heights, and they can see the big picture. They can also hone in on what they want and get it. All right. So embrace the energy of the owl. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do take a moment and press that like button there. It lets me know you resonate with the reading. It lets YouTube know the same thing, and it will show it to more people. It's the way of the algorithm, the way things work. The more you interact with my channel, the more the algorithm will help out. So I thank you for that. But if you enjoy my content as well, hit that notification bell. You'll get subscribed to my channel, and in theory, know whenever I put up a new reading. So I thank you for watching. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.